Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome everyone. I hope that you're all doing well. Today is Tuesday the 3rd of October of 2023. Let's see what the messenger brings us today. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I know that there's a lot going on out there in the world. Those of you that are in the New York area with your floods, the flooding there of New York. We've seen a lot of floods everywhere in quite a few countries. It seems to be like a reoccurring theme in Greece as well. And I hope that you're all well. Special hello to Hong Kong as well. I know that they were bracing for harsh weather conditions. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. What is the messenger bringing us today in the month of October, which is the month of eclipses? If you are on Patreon, the month ahead astrology is already up. Thank you for your support, my dear patrons. Let's see what's going on. Round and around. I get the Neptunian energy here with this message. There's something that you've been revisiting again and again. It could be something karmic, something that was quite unclear. Okay, Neptune can really cloud the waters. And as the moon has just ingressed into Gemini, into a mutable air sign, we may have issues making decisions pertaining to two choices. It could be issues connected to siblings or family or anything surrounding your area, things to do with communication. There's a bit of an emotional uphill challenge today, but the finger of God is pointing to Neptune and is connecting to Mars in Libra on the South Node and Venus, the lovers of the zodiac. So Mars and Venus, the finger is pointed towards Neptune in Pisces. So what's going on? What is Pisces for you? Pisces can speak to a divine union, a magical union, a creative partnership, but the finger of God is saying maybe you've been wearing those rose-colored glasses, maybe you're confused. Focus on maybe what may not be clear, or use your imagination. Go with your higher self. What is your intuition telling you? Remember, Pisces is a very intuitive sign. It can speak to possible endings as the South Node is on Mars and Neptune is in Pisces. It is the 12th natural house of the zodiac. So let's see what's going on today. What is the messenger bringing us today? And we'll read this message in a moment. It's number 25. So what's going on, Archangel Michael and Gabriel? What is going on? Remember, the South Node on Mars does speak to issues pertaining to the past, returning issues, people, situations, right? What's going on? We've got the lovers, Gemini. So in between a head over heart decision, remember that Gemini moon is all about communication. It's all about the information, but there are issues where making a decision is concerned. Moon in Gemini. Be careful, there may be some traps where business is concerned. Whatever you are signing on the dotted line, what are you emotionally sharing at this point? Because the moon is in a tough angle, in a difficult angle to Saturn. Saturn in the sign of Pisces and Lilith, where Lilith is a raw sexual feminine energy where there has been maybe an injustice or disrespect. Right? It's like the feminine energy is pushing her boundaries or pushing against any limitations, or even maybe dealing with some karma at this time. Okay, it's a T-square. That's what it's called in astrology, and a T-square is the potency is on the moon, so on our emotions. Now, of course, Moon in Gemini could also speak to liars. Things, that are not clear, things that we don't know because they have not been communicated. Let's see what's going on with the Lovers. We've got a King of Pentacles. So Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got a Three of Wands. This could be a love connection or a partnership that's connected with business. This could be a long-distance love connection as well. We know the King of Pentacles could be a boss, a father. He could be a leader, an entrepreneur. Usually he's someone that's quite dependable, very much about his values, very much about being grounded, being there or being stable, looking for stability. There's an indecision. Could be also a choice between two people, two situations, two partners. Right, we do have the Three of Wands here, and we see that obviously this Voyager, let's say, he's made his decision with the Two of Wands. He's past the point of passing through an open portal. He's chasing what he desires, right? He's holding the Ace of Wands here, and the Three of Wands does speak to possible, a potential success where business or what we desire is concerned. This could also be a new opportunity, or just that the divine masculine archetype, the divine masculine in this story, I feel is possibly looking at choosing himself and what he desires, because of course, he's holding the Ace of Wands, which could be, it's like the Ace of Wands is like a spark. So there's a spark lit here, or there's some sort of information or enlightenment coming in pertaining to long distance, a relationship that's at a long distance, possibly also a new project that promises some good luck here. And it's also, where love is concerned, it speaks to possibly a new journey that this King of Pentacles is on the verge of taking. It could be a literal journey or a metaphorical journey. Yes, and this can speak to, obviously, doing business with foreigners, other places, right? Distant countries. Let's see what's going on. We've got the World card, so the world does play a big part. Physical distance, long distance, relationships. The World card is a success story. Usually it's an accomplishment, but it's also a major cycle that's potentially closing, and that is an achievement in itself. This could also speak to a partnership that is having worldwide recognition, but we see the King of Pentacles, it could be a business. The King of Pentacles would be the leader, the boss. Okay, so we usually see in the World card, we see Venus that's ready to be reborn. Now Venus, in the next few days, she will finish up her retrograde degrees. So she's coming to the end of Leo. So the story of Venus retrograde in Leo and her stay in Leo for 4 months is coming to a completion. So therefore, obviously, she started a brand new cycle as she connected with the sun. So there is a brand new cycle, but there's some things that are closing up now. And this, since it's the ending of the Venus retrograde, Mercury has also turned direct, and Mercury is actually connecting well to Pluto today. So there may be some disclosure, some information finally coming in. This King of Pentacles may have been waiting for the rewards, the return on maybe someone else's decision, possibly. And now we know the Lovers is a divine union as well. It's a blessed union. which could be, to people that are physically at a distance, but also maybe possibly in other relationships because of the Three of Wands. So maybe this King of Pentacles has made up his mind. Maybe he had a couple of choices. He's going to go with what he desires. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Four of Swords. There's also some heartbreak and some healing that needs to happen here. This could speak to exhaustion as well. Being tired, feeling as though this is the warrior. We know the warrior is focusing on those Three of Swords. Some sort of a disappointment, yes, connected to a love or a partnership. A love connection or a partnership in business. Right, remember we're not reading reversals here, so the fact that we've got the World card here means something is ending. And there's a moment of pause. There is a moment of pause here. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So this is, Eight of Cups is leaving an emotional situation that where, this King of Pentacles did not find his total happiness. Ten of Cups would be usually bliss and family and full-on happiness. Even if this is in relation to a partnership, someone is leaving, someone is checking out, and it does show me this King of Pentacles. This could also be King of Pentacles ready to emotionally take action after a pause, after a disappointment, or after a major cycle, a major karmic cycle closing up in his life. Yes, partnership, love connections come through very strongly. Of course, maybe some sort of a lesson that's come to an end pertaining to this King of Pentacles. Remember that the Eight of Cups to me speaks to someone having gone through an awakening process, right? Seeing clearly, seeing more clearly, or on the verge of an ascension process. Right, that's how I see the Eight of Cups, because Eight of Cups, so this is a challenging emotional situation that this King of Pentacles has been in. Remember, eights are going around and around. It's the infinity symbol, so this round and round may be coming to some sort of a completion. What's at the foundation? We've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a victory card, but it also speaks to clarity, communication, severing ties where there hasn't been any peace. We do see the dove here, which speaks to some sort of a cutting away to find one's peace. And remember that with the South Node and Mars there. Mars is the masculine energy in the zodiac, right? Mars is our desires, our passion. Mars is in a full position, so the divine masculine feels as though they're dealing with something from the past that's possibly returning. Also, this could be a finishing this round and round cycle once and for all. That's what I get. And we do see also chains here, so it's like broken chains. Something is broken. Something has come to a total end here. What's that about? After a pause, after possibly a 7-year cycle, or investing in a certain situation. It could be a family, it could be a business situation. We see the tree and the pentacles, which speak to investments as well. Some sort of an investment. We know that for the King of Pentacles, his money is very important. His security is very important to him. But there's something that he's truly dealing with now, which is bringing him opportunities. And of course, the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword, but it brings potential for a brand new beginning. I usually see the Ace of Swords when it's facing up as more truth. When it's facing down, maybe there's been some lies or deception or untruths. And usually we've got the crown in the traditional tarot, which to me speaks to a little bit of ego, a little bit pertaining to kingship and leadership. And on a collective scale, This could also be, where the world is concerned, this could be a world leader that's making a choice to check out. We see the Three of Wands ready to take that trip. It's a new journey that's opening up. And this could speak to health issues as well. Okay, so a certain leader, some leader in the world is turning their back on their career. They're coming to an end. I think that there's a little bit of force, a little bit of, because we've got the Hands of Spirit, we've got Major Arcana cards here, which are very powerful, the Lovers and the World card. So we will be seeing someone checking out in the world, some sort of a leader. Yeah, we see a lot of competition here. This could be internal or even external conflict, competitive energies, a 5 and a 7, lots of challenges. This is what's necessary here. What's beneath that 5? We've got the Page of Cups, some sort of an offer, possible child or a messenger, or even an offer, which is a small offer. Remember that pages are messengers, but they're very youthful, they're playful. This could also possibly speak to maybe an apology that's necessary, but that's quite challenging. Because, swords are all about the mind and our perception. We see that here he's ready to go to battle, but this could also be an internal battle. Don't know what to do. And there are 6 swords here if we look at them, and the potential to transition and leave the challenging, maybe even misconceptions or illusions or even confusion about what we've invested in here. And this could speak to the past 7 years as well. Beneath that is the 6 of Cups, so we're talking about a soulmate connection, issues, legalities pertaining to children, someone going through a possible separation or divorce, could be because of a third party or just a disappointment, a heartbreak. Something has come to an end here. Beneath that is the Tower, so someone's had some sort of an awakening, an enlightenment. Maybe an offer of love or just an offer of something creative, a project. There's challenges after that. And someone has been stuck looking at where they're going to invest. I feel that there's some sort of a major aha moment here. We know that the Ace of Swords is clarity, right? It's truth. And it does bring clarity to what this round and round is all about. Let's read that, 25. It's interesting, 25 is the degree that the North and South nodes are on, and Mars is there. Number 25. Essential meanings, the spiral quality, and we do see this spiral it's like the cyanotic cycle of Venus. So Venusian matters come up for me. This is a perfect shell, a perfect pattern, or spiral means, spiraling up or spiraling down, ups and downs, trying to perfect something, I get. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles are now challenged to break, and they are the chains that are broken here in the Ace of Swords. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective is what the message is today. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Where relationships are concerned, are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? And when we speak of relationships, dear friends, it's not only romantic. It could be partnership or family relationships, friendships. Maybe a little too familiar, so you've been here, done that. right? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. And we know that Pluto is all about a death and an evolution, a metamorphosis. Mercury from Virgo is in a perfect aspect, in a flowing aspect to Pluto in Capricorn. So where earthly matters, finances, practical matters are concerned, we will have a lot of disclosure and a lot of information, maybe things that were hidden. Okay, so this information may bring huge changes, fated and karmic changes, and also the possibility to break free from anything that's been poisonous, blocking your ability to move forward, dear friends. Because we know that Saturn is in Pisces, and Saturn sort of blocks the dream, but Saturn tries to bring us the truth, but Saturn is still retrograde. So we've still got an opportunity to find a way around any of the limitations pertaining to our dream or what we're creating or what we've imagined, possibly also needing to see the truth before we can move forward. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. And don't blame others. Cheers. Where money and prosperity is concerned, if you're in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past in your work life, it is because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be part of your journey to prosperity. So we see that with the Eight of Cups as well. He has not found his prosperity on all levels here. There was always something missing. Some sort of a disagreement has brought him to, because the two cups are missing, and this is what he's hoping to find. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? What are the familiar signs and your responses to them when you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past? It's a good time to get a coach or mentor who can help you see what you can't on your own. Repeat what works, not what doesn't. Then you'll be free. Then you will free yourself from the old cycles and cease going around and around. Cease going round and round. So it's like trying to get off the merry-go-round, and that is in whatever potential situation you are in. Let's see what the Lenormand has today. Today, or whenever you get to see this message. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Please help to get this message out to more people. If you agree and you enjoy these readings and you feel that they are valuable, then aid others with telling them that they need to listen to this reading, because we are reading the energies, remember, dear friends, and the energies are general. Okay, we've got the key, we've got the tree, and we saw the tree before with that Seven of Pentacles, didn't we? We've got the Rider here, So there's some sort of a resolution or finding a key. This could be pertaining to an open wound and blockages, or self-sabotage and feeling imprisoned in a certain situation. Yes, this could bring up matters pertaining to health as well. And I love to see that we've got the tree here and the messenger is here. There's a brand new cycle, right? We see the rider here. And I spoke of the merry-go-round, did I not? Here is the merry-go-round. It's an opportunity, a new opportunity to get off that merry-go-round and do things differently. Now, the rider is Mercury in Gemini. We don't have Mercury in Gemini. We've got Mercury in Virgo, which is very strong, and squaring over to the moon in Gemini. So a square is an emotional hardship where we need to do the work pertaining to getting the clarity. Now, this pertains to a past connection, to a family situation. Lots of messages coming in. There's lots of news, speedy messages, a strong energetic ability. I do see the key as an opportunity. Okay, this is an achievement. We've got 2 cards of achievement here. And the key is Venus in Taurus. We've got strong Venusian energies. I do feel that this is more Taurus energy, and Taurus is where Jupiter is right now. So we're all looking at our values, our money, our securities. And there have been many shake-ups with Uranus there in the sign of Taurus. Maybe some messages have taken a little bit longer to come in, but I feel that they're on their way. Let's see what this messenger is bringing. We've got the clock. It's time now. This is the card of Chronos. The clock is also, the perfect timing, going around and around, right? Chronos says now that this new cycle begins. Chronos says, because this turns into a 10 and it's an ace. Wow, a choice is being made by someone here, obviously, with a path. It's like the portals open. We are in an eclipse month where we're having 2 eclipses. And we do talk about that on Patreon. Of course, eclipses are new moons and full moons, but a lot of fated events will be playing out in this month. So a lot of life-changing events. Let's see how the stars, through the Black Moon Astrology deck, how do they affect us at this point? Thank you. We have Mercury retrograde and reinvention, number 51. 51 does equal a 6. 51 also, my dear friends, and this could be an age, someone's age. 51 would be roughly the age when we go through our Chiron return, which means this open wound is coming up to be looked at again. Something could be very painful, because the key does remind me of Chiron. Chiron in mythology was a centaur. He was the wounded healer. He was the master of many arts. He was the medicine man. So the medicine could be practical, it could be physical, it could be metaphorical. But nevertheless, this is an open wound that we are finding the way to heal through communication, through a brand new cycle. Yes, this could speak to travel, possibly as well. The timing is now. So Mercury retrograde and reinvention. Remember how I said Mercury is out of his retrograde now? He retrograded in his sign of Virgo, and they do say that Virgo is the before Mercury was assigned as the ruling planet for Virgo, it was Chiron, the medicine man, the wounded healer, the centaur, the open wound that we've been carrying from past lifetimes, that does rule Virgo. And Virgo speaks to health as well. So practical health, emotional health, psychological health, things going on with medicine, with the health the health of a relationship, the health of people. We've been seeing a lot of people having major health issues ever since this narrative began from 2020. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention any keywords that are going to have my channel blocked. So let's see emotionally where we are. Where are we? Mercury, remember, is the messenger. We've got strong mercurial connections, lots of news coming in. Mercury connecting well with Pluto is going to tell us what's been hidden, right? And of course, Pluto in Capricorn can speak to world leaders, riches, abundance, control, forms of control, manipulation, forms of poisons and medicines, and secrets. Nostalgia. So we did see the Six of Cups. We are talking about a soulmate connection. Yes, this could be a love reading. We've got the Lovers. We did see the Six of Cups. We've got the nostalgia. So it's like returning back to the past. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Usually the Lovers for me is the twin flame connection. So there's nostalgia pertaining to a twin flame connection. We will take 3 Sibilas here. One more. We've got material world. This is about revisiting the past. Now maybe something that is manifesting. Maybe someone's seen the value of a particular connection. All right. We know that the King of Pentacles can be a father as well. Nostalgia can speak to someone who does have children. So maybe choices between what's best for my children, what's best for what is it that I desire? What is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that I'm needing? And we see also that this King of Pentacles is needing to take time out and think, right? Meditate and think before he's on this new emotional journey. Yeah? What's at the bottom? Someone has been blocked. There's the victim. Victimhood is Pisces. It's a Piscean card. But we see the ending of this major karmic cycle. With the Ace there, this will cut the ropes, the chains that have been binding. This could be just victim mentality. But it is Pisces, which speaks to sacrifice and surrender. Sometimes sacrificing for a particular reason, and that could be children or someone's financial standing, or because, you know, the material world does remind me of the Ten of Pentacles or the Ace, which could speak to family, yes, which could speak to abundance. What's beneath that? We've got the Union. So this is like the Two of Cups, of freedom, someone wanting their freedom and not wanting to be the victim anymore. This could speak to third parties. Fall, someone being in solitude, being in a state of depression. They wanted to get out. They wanted to free themselves. Freedom of speech, coming together with other people. A union. Union means coming together and not feeling the victim. Remember that Pisces is a very quiet house. It speaks to solitude. It speaks to being imprisoned in a mental institution or in a prison. Or maybe this is a self-built prison. So someone's perception, let's say, of not feeling free to move towards a union that's maybe possibly very spiritual. You know, Pisces is secret love affairs, but it's also a divine union. So, wow, let's see what's beneath here. We've got the child, and the child, yes, we've spoken about children here. Of course, the child can speak to something new, but this could speak to a possible happiness or a potential new beginning that's opened up. It's like the portal. The opportunity for newness and happiness is here after someone's been looking very closely at the details. We see the magnifying glass, someone looking at something very closely. Remember, the magnifying glass is all about the little nitty-gritty details, which I would say would be the Virgo energy. Now we're in the Libra season, so happy birthday if you are celebrating your birthday. We are only 11 days before the first eclipse, the new moon in Libra, a solar eclipse. We're already in those energies. We're feeling it. Things are happening already. What is this Eight of Cups about? Where is this person heading towards? Yeah, we've got the Prigione. We've got the chains here. Very Saturnian. Nine of Swords. Lots of worry. Where someone was because of their obligations, because of rules and regulations, or a commitment, or a possible partnership, something that wasn't working out. Partnership, relationship. It can speak to a literal prison, yes. An emotional prison. Jealousy, there is the blockages, the Eight of Swords, right? Because of third parties. Jealousy it speaks to. And there are regrets about being blocked or having committed to something that wasn't what someone wanted, where someone became the victim, or was stuck in a certain situation, stuck in a karmic situation, going round and round, just like the clocks here of Kronos. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. The ladro is the thief. This is the outsider. Right, Ten of Pentacles is like a marriage, possibly have feeling as though you've lost opportunities or happiness, or this could speak to third parties within a marriage, some sort of loss pertaining to finances as well. And the Ten of Swords, the militare, so harsh. We've got four very challenging cards here indeed. Where the militare is the Ten of Swords, we've got the 8, 9, and 10 swords, which say to me that we're at the end of this perception, these challenges. Swords are never easy, right? The militare is also secrecy. He's the army, he's the soldier, he's the warrior. I do see it as a strong Capricorn energy, as he's looking towards a mountain that he needs to climb. So he's on a mission, maybe has not communicated things to other people about his suffering, about some sort of loss. We've got a couple of tens here, and tens do speak to endings, but also restarts, right? And we've got the Gran Signore, which is the King of Pentacles, everyone. These could be partnerships with others. This could be a business where there's been a lot of deception, lots of backstabbing, lots of self-sabotage, self-imprisonment as well. And we've got Sospiri here, which we see the Six of Swords. She's tormented. She's waiting on those ships to come in, and they've just taken forever to take in. I don't know if now with this door closing, with this completion, and after a moment of pause, that things will start to move. We know Mercury, and we see him he's like on a chariot or something like that. Reinvention means reinventing, but that means dealing with something from the past. You know, Mercury speaks to business as well, and commerce, and contracts. It speaks to education, having learned a lesson. Here is the Gran Signore, which speaks to generosity. Now, of course, there's been a humbling lessons that this king has been going through. We see that, but we see him here now standing, feeling quite proud, like having found himself again. It's like the blockages and the challenges having come to an end. Why do I say that? Because the child is like something new. We've got an ace here, we've got another ace here. This speaks to a brand new cycle, and Kronos does give us the rewards, the abundance, the the know-how, because we've become mature, we've accepted our responsibilities, we've done the right things, let's say, and released the karma being released and dealt with. Let's see, there's the Ace of Pentacles stanza, the news comes in, things that were going on behind closed doors are finally coming in. Yes, it can speak to an intimate connection. Ace of Pentacles could also speak to a possible new business, a new cycle, and possibly also with money. So there's reinvention here. Remember, 51 equals a 6. 6 speaks to balance. 6 speaks to other people, to, it's the lovers, right? It's the lovers. The divine union, reinventing itself, a twin flame, resurfacing, refinding, reevaluating, and reinventing. We've got the letter here, something to do with contracts, someone looking over past messages, information, coming back around again. It's like been there, done that. Remember the path? The path speaks to choices, and the path speaks to opportunities. Choices or travel or hesitating in making a choice. Remember the moon in Gemini, an unnecessary decision. Let's take one Sabila on that choice here on the pathway. We've got another 2. We've got 22 and another 2. Vecchia Signora, someone needing to make adjustments or seeking advice pertaining to a visit, seeking the guidance from someone that's more mature and elderly. There's a dilemma about something that's grown mature. It's like the apple becoming ripe now, ready to be picked, I get, with the Vecchia Signora. Some sort of advice pertaining to a visit. We've got 8 of Cups and Speranza. Speranza means fear and hope, but we've got the loyalty. Someone is needing to make a choice and they're wondering whether their person or the people that they are dealing with now, the person that they're choosing, or where they're emotionally preparing to go towards and reinvent, they're hoping that there will be loyalty. Some people will be depending on friends to help. Remember, we've got the 8 of Cups here, the Speranza, and the 8 of Cups here. Lots of 8s, so I get that there's a revisiting, returning back to the past and wondering if someone has been loyal, will be loyal, whether there's devotion, whether there'll be support. So friendships come up as well. Okay, so this could also speak to someone being loyal to what it is that they love, and having gone through a lot, having closed up a major cycle, having, they had the necessity to close something up before they could follow their heart, let's say. So it's like a sense of release. Remember the free will, the freedom. Someone being freed. Someone being freed. There's the devotion. So we see the friendship or the loyalty here in the past, but then we've got the Fall card. Someone needed to be free because this is Saturn. It's like the chains of Saturn. This is Aquarius. Being free now to pursue a union which they would be willing to sacrifice everything for, we could say here. Remember, the Pisces energy could be a divine union. Okay, so, and with that, my dear friends, I will leave you. I hope that this resonates for you. I am wishing you well today, the 3rd of October. I will be back, of course. For those of you on Patreon, I am preparing the month ahead, the love readings for October, the love readings for October, for the month of October. So if you're not on Patreon, do consider joining us. We do all signs there. For those of you that are not familiar with this channel, we have done the elemental, so the fire, earth, water, and air love readings here free on YouTube. Thank you so much, my dears. Love and light. Talk to you soon. I'll be back tomorrow. I will see you then.